Hello everybody, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 with another rally car build. We have another classic muscle car. We've only had one classic muscle car go up before, that being the Ford Mustang, and that did rather well, despite having no Forza Aero on it at all. I think it's in 7th right about now. Pretty good. So, this thing, the Buick GSX. I think it might do rather well. I do feel bad. I don't want to get rid of the wing. The wing is very cool, but I have to get rid of it. I feel I'm saddened. Also, that actually saves a lot of weight. I might have to do that because that's not. It actually saves a lot of weight. I know it doesn't look the prettiest, but it saves weight. Okay, 275s on the front, not bad. 345s on the rear is very good. Gonna widen those tires out a little bit more because they're already massively wide. Let's make them wider. And my goal is hopefully use the stock engine because, if I recall, this stock engine can get a mountain of torque. A literal mountain of torque. We'll see though. I do kind of want to keep the stock engine if at all possible. It looks very weird with the rally suspension. It's very tall, and it's not like it was a small car to begin with. It is very heavy, though. Even with the weight reduction, it's 3,300 pounds. That's going to be an issue. That is going to be an issue, but hopefully we can get that down a little bit. We shall see with this. Yeah, you see we're up to almost 600 torque with 500 horsepower. It's very rare. It's really only the classic American cars that can actually get more power, or more torque than power, sorry. Alright, Turbo, I really need you to do something, Turbo, otherwise we're gonna have to swap the engine out. Yeah, it is very torquey. We're at 800 torque already, throw that on, there you go, there's 978 torque, and finishing it off with 1,026 foot-pounds of torque. Unfortunately, that's not enough. We're not at the top of S1 class. So, we have 6.2 liter V8, 8.4 liter V10, 6.5 liter V12, or the racing V8. Well, the racing V8 is the latest, and it can actually fit within the PI. So I think we're gonna go with that. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That definitely doesn't work. I guess I'm not using the racing V8. Okay. Well, that was a fun experiment. Never mind. Because I can't get the PI to work very well. Which is the I guess you're the latest then. This fella. Yeah, I'll go with the twin turbo. I know, I'm sorry I'm twin turboing it. But I need the power. This thing is going to be incredibly powerful. That's a little too much. Okay, let's tone it down there. You that I put on? Yeah, so we're gonna take you. Which one do I want to take off? Let's take you off. One stage of you. It's like so. Fit you on. Yes. Yes, there you go. This is upper level thinking. And then we can take another 8 pounds out. There you go. Not as much power as I was thinking, a measly 854 and 760 torque. It is very heavy though, but I'm thinking it might have a substantial amount of grip. Here we go. Second attempt. And we're going to do this, this, and this. Alright, there we go. Now we shouldn't have to worry about shifting. And screwing it up like an idiot. Because you just saw the perfect demonstration of my terrible shifting skills. Yay. There we go. So yeah, is it slow as manual? Yes. Am I too fussed? No, because everything else is in manual, so it's even. So it's slower, but they're all equally slower. So, I think this stands a very good chance, you know? I think this stands a very good chance. But can we capitalize on it? That's the question. Can we capitalize on this vehicle's strength, which is immense grip and substantial power? It's not the most powerful, no. But it is powerful enough. And the brakes are incredible for a vehicle this heavy. It's over 300 pounds, this car. And it brakes like it brakes almost like the Mono. And the Mono is a full-on stripped-out track toy. That was a little too early, a little too much grip, actually. I don't know how I got that checkpoint, but I did. That's 113 miles an hour into that corner. 113. That's absurd. This thing is very quick. I'm gonna try not to slide around too much. I'm gonna try not to. Of course, there are corners you have to slide on, like the hairpin coming up. But... and here's probably a good idea to get a little bit of sideways just to help get the back end around. But here you need to go sideways. If you don't, you will not have you will have too much grip and you will understeer off course. So you do need to go very sideways there. And here too, to help get that double apex. Or I can just turn it normally. I guess that works. Okay. Didn't mean for that to happen, but it works. There we go. Nice and smooth exit. This thing is aiming squarely at that Aston Martin and saying, "Alright, you're next." I love this car. I love how it drives. It suits my driving style so well. Slightly on the aggressive side for the handling, like for the handling style, and that's how I like it. I'm a bit aggressive in the corners sometimes, especially on time trials. I'm very aggressive on time trials. So, a little bit sideways and immediate grip on the way out is how I like my cars to drive. And the good thing is it's heavy enough that the fences don't really bother that much. This is a very, very good car. A 256. A 257.0. That is ridiculous. It is actually slower than the Corvette by 0.02 of a second right now. But I think we might have... if I can just get another couple tenths, I'll be happy. If I can get in the 226s, I'll be a very happy person. Final attempt for the Buick. I want it to do well. It's a very good car. I want it to be in the top 5. I'm hoping it's gonna be very close to being in the top 5. It still has a few tenths to go. It might get there. Because it has to beat the Corvette, which 0.02 of a second, that's like an acceleration zone. That's slightly more power in an acceleration zone. That's nothing. The Lamborghini, that's like a 2... I think it beat the Lamborghini. I actually don't remember the score table that high. We haven't really had a car go into the top 5 for quite some time now. So, here we go. This needs to be a very clean, smooth run with the Buick. Alright, there we go. We now got on the power nice and early. Let that traction take hold, even on this wet mud. That's 93 miles an hour through there. That's just ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. And then 110 through there. Right. That's 106 on that section. This thing is setting speed records everywhere. And it's the grip. It's not... it's a little weird. It's not the weight. It doesn't really have a very good power-to-weight ratio compared to some vehicles. 800 horsepower to 3,300 pounds. But it has so much traction from those massive tires. And then it actually has handling because of, again, those tires and the very big rear tires and the actual aero, unlike the Mustang. So it actually handles. Of course, I'm not sure this run's going to be any better right now. It's a little iffy in some places. That was a good corner. That was a very good corner, actually. It's just, that's 107. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Nope, that's a missed checkpoint. I would not normally rewind, however, I don't like missed checkpoints. I don't think it's very fair to the cars. Said it before, I'll say it again, I don't think it's very fair. Running very wide in there, that's not ideal. Now got on the power, trying not to spin the wheels an inch. Again, with the bloody missed checkpoints, I'm carrying too much speed in there. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Holy crap! It just shattered the record. A 255, a 225.0. That's incredible. Holy cow. It beat the Aston Martin by a second. It beat the Corvette by 2 seconds. That thing is ridiculous. I thought it would be fast. I had no idea it would be that fast. That is one hell of a car. A 225.0. That would put it way at the top of the table. And the thing weighs so much, but it has so much grip from those rear tires. It's unbelievable. That is amazing. That's the fastest car we've ever had by quite some margin. Quite some margin. For comparison, the last place car was like 243 or something like that, from like the Transit or the Taxi. This is almost 10 seconds faster. That's ridiculous. I am genuinely astounded. I thought I was glancing at the time periodically, like over the crest on the downhill, and I saw it was 2 seconds faster, and I was like, okay, we have to be clean here. And I had a few iffy corners, and I wasn't so sure, but it was a heck of a run. Is there room for improvement? Perhaps. Do I particularly care? Not really. Not really. That is mighty. That is unbelievably mighty. And that is actually going to be the end of this series. Because, you know, we've had 30 cars go up here now. I'm getting... I wouldn't say bored. It's fun driving up the hill, but it is getting a little repetitive. So I'm going to change things up next week. Go a new location on the mainland for a new type of challenge. But that is going to be it for this episode of Forza Horizon 4. Back with more.